Might sound a bit weird to you when you're in your room doing it, but by the time it gets to the other end, so I had an email from a guy who he says, I'm just not getting out. I'm calling CQ and no one can hear me. And what do I do? Right. So what do I do? This is quite simple. This is a really simple one. Because I suppose, get my pen, we got, what frequency are we going to choose? You want to call CQ for the first time ever, all right, or nobody's hearing you, I'll guarantee a way of you being heard. So we need to pick a frequency, we need to pick a time of day, well, which day that is, and then we have a technique. You've probably noticed that 40 metres, for instance, on either a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning, people are out in force. I'm not necessarily saying it's a contest weekend. You know, don't pick a contest weekend. You want to get a reliable contact or a couple of contacts in the log for 40 metres, then let's choose a Saturday or Sunday morning. Because the problem is, if you choose Monday afternoon, there's a lot of people in ham radio that still work. I know there's a ton of us that are retired. I'm not one of them. I don't think I ever will be, but there's a ton of people who are retired, sure, but they know that the busy times are the weekend. So it's pointless us calling CQ for all our worth when the bands, we know at least half the population isn't there, all right? And also the other thing is they're not really interested in a quick contact with you, because if they really are an afternoon man, they're probably after a bit of DX. So the time and the day is really important. So I would particularly pick, doing the frequency, time and day, is I would choose either a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning and 40 metres. Right? That's what I would do, because what we're after is a first CQ that is reliably intercepted by our partner, friend, whoever, who's going to give us a break, and that'll be our first successful CQ call. The next thing is probably more important than anything else, which is your technique. Now, when I'm running pile-ups, there are people who are kind of mic shy, right? So they say their call sign actually quite quietly, I think in the hope that they don't get through sometimes. I don't know. But you want to, I remember Aid Larson once saying to me, or one of his comments, you need to call CQ like your life depends on it. I know it doesn't, but you need to sound as if you really bloomin' mean it. So there's pointless just going CQ, CQ, M1, ABC. I mean, you sound the most boring, unlikely person I'm going to want to CQ with, okay? So if necessary, stand up, take a big deep breath, and call CQ for all your might. CQ, hello! This is M1 ABC. I'm calling CQ from Manchester. CQ, CQ, CQ. I know it might sound a bit weird to you when you're in your room doing it, but by the time it gets to the other end and you're 5 and 4, you're not going to sound weird at all. You just sound like a fairly quiet SSB signal, because if you're trying to get through on a CQ and nobody's ever answering you, chances are you've either got a bit of a duff antenna or you're very low power maybe. It's on SSB, by the way, not Morse, not CW. So call like all your might. And when that operator, the station, comes back to you, you need to show an element of surprise and excitedness. Delta Lima 1 ABC, thank you so much for calling me. My name is John. I'm from Manchester. You're 5 and 8. Over. That's it. Why do you show a level of excitement to him? Because there's someone else on the band who's been listening and they're just busy. I say, I wonder what's going on here. I can hear the Delta Lima 1 as well. They're busy writing their, a note to their partner to say, by the way, I'm off fishing at the weekend. I'm going with Callum on a DX Fest. Because when you finish with DL1 ABC, then Papa Alpha 1 ABC is going to call you. You go, he sounds good. I'll give him a blast as well. Sound excited. Sound like this is the best thing you've ever done. Okay, pick the right time in the day. A Saturday or Sunday morning, I would suggest, on 40 metres, and that will just break the mould and go, oh, I can do it. I've done it. All right. I'm doing another video about Mike Shy. Okay, I mean, if I say Mike Shy, but if you're just a little bit unsure about what to say and why to say it, but fundamentally, the 3 pieces of information you normally need to get across is only your name, your QTH, and give him a signal report. Okay, that's all. So you don't need to be, what the hell am I going to tell these people? He's come back to me, what am I going to say? I just say, I'm John, I'm from Manchester, you're 5 and 7. And he'll repeat. He'll probably tell you he's running a 7300 and he's got an amplifier and he's got this at 12 metres and he's got that microphone. All that doesn't matter. You just thank him for that. Unless he particularly asks you, you don't need to say anything. You say, oh, thank you very much, I'll see who else I can get. Fritz from Dusseldorf. I think I've said enough, laboured the point, not going to go on about it. That's all from Callum today. Enjoy your radio, okay, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.